I can I can sing a message to the servers.
Eh.
Oh, we get to hear Nid's singing voice?
I was gonna say I could be your hype man, essentially.
Oh. Oh, I don't bother me if people don't watch. I just do it in case anybody is ever interested what goes into the maps. Honestly, if anything, makes me work more efficiently because I'm like, fuck, people are watching. I can't just zone out and start staring at my screen. Kind of like when the boss is watching type thing.
Yep.
The players are my boss, so kind of keeps me working fast. Ah, I got a thing. Mac and cheese.
Hmm?
Freaking love mac and cheese, dude.
No, mac and cheese.
Love mac and cheese.
I can't tell you the last time I had mac and cheese. Been a
My last time
while.
would be the last time the wife closed, and me and my son were just like, fuck it, let's just have mac and cheese.
We got Kitty Meowser in here from EU.
What's up, kitty? It was crazy. We don't really hear from our EU players like at all. Like we don't get that many tickets.
Time zone, man.
They don't really ask much of us. I kind of feel bad sometimes. I like we're neglecting our EU players, but it's just like they don't really make any noise. I mean, it's a good thing. I don't want them to start making noise. I'm just saying. Sometimes I'm like, damn, I keep forgetting like there's a whole crew of people over there that don't really ask much of us.
Yep.
You know, I check Discord roles often for, who's chatting in Rust chat, and I don't rarely see anyone from the EU servers or has that tag even.
That's what I'm saying. They just themselves and play the game. When we do get a ticket from an EU person, it's usually not the actual like European part of EU. It's usually like somebody from Pakistan or somewhere way out there. It's very rarely from like the traditional what you consider like normal European places. You know, France, Germany, Italy, England. It's usually from like the Middle East or somewhere way out there.
I don't think I ever really see any players from Italy now that you mention it.
Yeah, where's all the Italians at, man? That's my family. I'm Italian. Where my people?
In all my time here, I've actually looked into a player for something. I don't remember what it was, but I've seen one person from Italy.
I don't think I've ever remember seeing any. Guess my Italians just are not big gamers. Well, thanks for the support, Kitty. We appreciate it. Especially this month. We just spent like dang. I'm trying to add it up in my head here. We spent about $1,700 on a new box this month, so we definitely could use it. Of course, I was laughing with Chappie earlier. The population is low this month, even so donations are naturally low and population's low. So I was like, Jesus, perfect timing. We spent all the money on a new box, and it's like the lowest population we've had in a couple months.
Definitely odd.
Yeah, I don't know where everybody's at. Like other games or what? I don't know.
Even though this is push talking here, I still find myself hitting the mute button on mic when I'm done talking.
Yeah, we appreciate it, Kitty. Makes our lives a lot easier over here. But y'all know if you need us, you can holler at us. We got you.
I like how you basically said that we mind our business and we do the right things.
Hell yeah.
They got Rocket Rebel though.
And we definitely hear from Rocket Rebel. Not anything bad.
I haven't seen Rocket Rebel in a minute.
He was posting in Rust in Rust
Yeah,
chat
he
today.
posted in Rust chat. He's been busy.
Yeah, he ain't been playing, but he's definitely been talking. Yeah, the cooldown on helis is long, but you can still fight them though. I don't know if you realize that. A lot of people don't. So you can still fight them. The cooldown is just on throwing signals because all the big clans, they just go nuts and just throw them back to back to back to back to back. And you'll get like freaking 10 waves of helis coming in just for one clan to finish all their different things. Like, but you can still fight them. Just get a friend to throw it or ask another player to throw it for you. Or if you got teammates, get one of them to throw one if they hadn't got a cooldown already. Honestly, admins in here, now that we've got the heli cooldowns custom coded where it actually, anybody that takes part, gets a cooldown, stuff like that. I'd definitely be open to re-looking at the cooldowns for the throw because we originally set them what they, in relation to what our old cooldowns used to be. But our old cooldowns with the old heli plugin, they didn't affect everybody like that, like this one does. So I could see there being a difference. Have to put that on my to-do list and rethink it or put it in the town hall and discuss it.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Huh?
I said, just give me a second.
No. No second. Well, right now they're based off of our original heli plugin. Our original heli plugin, you could just call a regular heli. There were no tiers. A regular heli, by the way, is the same strength as a medium heli in the tier system. So the regular heli, we've had that for 6 years. And the regular heli had an 8-hour cooldown before you could call another one. But it didn't really, and correct me if I'm wrong, Bad, but it didn't go to like your team and stuff, right? It was just your cooldown for calling it, for using the command. I think.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't like team based like it is now. So, and then all the other heli signals, the higher tier ones, like the easy, which is lower tier, but the easy, the hard, the expert, and the nightmare are just mathematically based off of that initial medium one, which is the vanilla. So with the vanilla always having been 8 hours in the past, and easy is 4 hours because it's half the health, half the loot, half the whatever. So that's how we did it. Hard, if it's double the loot, double the health, double the whatever, then it's double the cooldown type stuff. But I would actually, so I'd keep that formula. I'd keep that formula still because I just think otherwise people min-max things. Well, I need to just keep calling experts because that's the most loot crates I can get per hour, that kind of stuff. They're going to min-max it. So right now, with it being exactly the same, no matter what tier heli you call, you're always going to get the same loot per hour because they're all based off of each other's mathematically. So with it being like that, I don't have to worry about people trying to min-max it and come up with all that kind of crap. But what I could do is I'd be willing to discuss with the team lowering the cooldowns just globally because like I said, now they affect the whole team where they didn't used to be the whole team like they are now. So that does give a reason for it to be different than the old cooldowns that we used, which were 8 hours for the vanilla heli. So if we did something like 4 hours for the vanilla heli or whatever we decided was fair, that would make all the other ones go down too because, like I said, they're all mathematically in relation to each other.
Put a little blurb in the to do, and we can put it in town hall later if we want.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm open for discussion on that. Because no skin off my back if people fight helis. The whole reason there even is cooldowns is because, again, the Chad Zerg type clans, they go nuts. You would literally never have an end. It would be nonstop nightmare helis just zipping across the map every 2 seconds. And I only know this because, I only know this from experience. It happens. So the only reason there is cooldowns is because that kind of shit happens. People get pissed off because every time they step out their door, there's a fucking heli flying over. Yes, that's how the wave works. Now it's just when one wave is done, then it tells you to prepare for the next wave. It gives you a little bit of time to get ready. And when I say a little bit of time, I mean very little. But
I've never done a wave or a multi personally. I've done up to an expert solo, but that's about it.
I like the waves; they're fun. This map I'm working on is Fuji. This is actually supposed to go live Saturday. Really crunching down to the last minute here.
Yeah, we are.
Well, you haven't even touched monuments yet, have you? I was gonna say I could do monument stuff right now.
Once you're done with the squares, I'll knock out all the monuments.
I'll probably be done with the squares tonight. I'm hoping to fix. This is the hardest. This lake right here. This is the thing I've been postponing the longest because this right here would take me longer than half the whole map would. So I'm working on that now, and I should be done with this tonight. I should be done with the whole thing tonight, honestly.
Yeah, and then we just need to rally some map testers and get to work. What we need, man, testers. I think people will be happy to see a map they haven't seen in a while.
Yeah, I haven't.
We're back into the catalog.
Yeah, I haven't touched this map in a year. Well, it'll be a year as of May, but close enough, right? Speaking of which, do you know what like 2 days ago was? I didn't even say nothing because I was so busy. I had family in town this week or at my house all weekend.
I'm gonna say my year as an admin.
No,
I think it actually was.
could have been, but 2 days ago was Zombieland's 7th birthday.
Oh shit!
7.
Actually, you know what's funny is actually my year as full admin, not staff or otherwise, was on the 4th.
It's funny. Yeah, Zombieland's birthday was the 5th.
Crazy.
I need to make a post about that. I forgot. I didn't even get it a present.
I mean, everybody loves Rebellion, and I think everybody loved Atlanta too. And there's Commonwealth and a couple of the big ones, but I think you know as much as people love them, they're still looking for like the old maps they used to run way back when too, like Fuji, Romulus,
Yeah,
Vesuvius, other ones too.
absolutely. Oh, I agree. I wish we can get them done quicker. We need more map testers. The reason that Rebellion. So when we first started, you knew. Why am I stuttering like this? You do realize what we're doing right now, right? I don't know if you know about the whole rock thing, but like we had 30 something maps in our catalog back in the day. Facepunch changed every rock on the map and wiped our whole catalog. We had to start over from scratch, and we built it back up to about 25 or so, I think. And then, sure enough, late last year, Facepunch did it again and nuked every map by taking out all the rocks. That's why you see me place all these rocks. So we're having to go through our whole catalog and rebuild every map, which is a pain. But so the whole purpose of me even telling you this, the reason you're seeing Rebellion so much is because when we started this, I mean, this is a huge process getting a map brought back up to speed with these new rocks. As you can see, I have to do this for the whole map, every grid. There's like 700 and something grid. So we decided to pick our community favorite maps first to do. So whichever we actually had a poll and everything, like which maps people love the most. Of course, Rebellion. You may be sick of it right now, but you got to admit it's a pretty cool ass map. So that was one of the top voted ones. So that was one of the first ones we fixed. Basically, whenever we get behind on map work again, we just grab one of the ones that we've already fixed from the rock thing, and we run it just so we have a map to run. So Rebellion gets chosen a lot because it was one of the first ones that was fixed. So it's something we can commonly go back to if we need to. So that's all that is. Once we get caught up on maps, you're not going to see. We typically try not to reuse a map in 6 months. But again, we got to get caught up on all this shit. So. I should have done it a long time ago. I should have just trained some admins how to replace rocks. Honestly, if Chappie wasn't so addicted to Call of Duty, he would have been the perfect person for that. I think he could do it. He's good at tedious activities. He's already playing around with the map editor and doing pretty good stuff. But he's so enthralled with Call of Duty that it just wouldn't work. Oh yeah, you just got good timing and mac and cheese. To replace all.
That was a weird roll of explosive ammo. I got 2 from a raid. 2 ammo.
What the? You got Jack.
Yep. It's like when you get it from like a locked crate in vanilla, and it's like meant for just like BP purposes.
There's gonna be a lot of no's on this map.
Think anybody's gonna be upset about that.
Highly doubt.
We're at 10 people in the stream.
What?
Let's go.
They love us, Nint. They truly love us.
And it goes down to 7 right after I say that.
Son of a bitch, Nint. Look what you did.
We had the population of EU in the stream.
God, is EU really that low?
I mean, it's getting late, really late for them right now.
Bro. It's 9 o'clock.
I mean, okay, what time do a lot of people go to bed that work in the morning? 9, 10
Video
o'clock.
game players?
Okay, I mean, all right, but
Because the other servers, they stay packed pretty late. I don't know what to do about EU server. It's
it gets some pop too, for sure. I mean,
I don't really see it even getting out of the teens.
we've seen it over 30 before.
It's been a while ago. Hey, welcome. DBD Killer. Yeah, a little bit of work goes into it. Just a little bit.
Well, now you can come in here and watch the upcoming map here.
Do you know if anybody's even ran any monuments on here in testing it?
I doubt it.
Because Fort Knox is on this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to concern me. That's a extremely complex one. If Facepunch broke that, yeah, that's going to be really
I'll look at
difficult.
the grid if Fort Knox is checked off, like the rocks area at least. I think it is. I haven't run Fort Knox in an exceedingly long time.
I need to see if Chappie still has a solution written down because I forgot what I did with it. I thought it was pinned somewhere, but
I was gonna say we could, yeah, we could run through it live if nothing else. But if you get those wrapped up, like if we get the squares wrapped up tonight, then I'll make sure customs get done tonight and tomorrow.
yeah, I'll definitely have the squares wrapped up tonight.
Yeah, sorry, that's what I mean. It kind of depends on just the time and what's going on.
Yeah.
And if I get a message from this landlord, or not this landlord, but the person selling this place.
Yeah, I know what you meant. We need to do a Zerg the admins this month.
That would be fun. I was thinking Derby too.
Well, we could do that sooner, a lot easier. Yeah, we got to get more events going,
Yeah.
man. Like
I
even
was thinking earlier
even
today.
players are noticing that we haven't been doing events like we normally do.
I can message Cryo. I know Cryo can set that stuff up immediately. Then we just need a couple people to herd.
I can help. I can help with event.
Yeah, I don't know if we have a good spot for Zerg the admin on any of the current maps that we have in the rotation.
I can make a spot.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the an image of what it was, right?
Saved base, yeah, it's still safe.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, it's safe. So we can use that same one if we had to. Paste it down. We got siege equipment now.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that.
I know, so I'm like, I can't believe we haven't done one yet. It'd take me 15, 30 minutes max to put a new spot on a map for that thing.
I mean, if nothing else, if we don't run it on a map, it's just a random island people can build on. On a weekend when most people can probably make it, right?
Should be like on a Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
If it gets too close to
Yeah.
force wipe, nobody will show up because most people aren't even playing the second half of them.
Right. No, we need to get the people out of the woodwork. Yeah, I'd be down for both of those ideas. Or, one or the other or both.
Me too.
I'd be there if I can, without a doubt.
Be right back. I'm back. Sorry about that. Hey, just in time to ban somebody from my stream.
Oh my god, that literally just happened.
Anyway, I'm back. Dad had to come pick up his dog. He had a dentist appointment on my side of town, so he left his dog here.
Who's that?
Huh?
Who left their dog? Your son?
My dad. I remember my parents are moving into town too, and they're from South Carolina, or they lived in South Carolina. Their house is already sold, so they're actually staying with my aunt right now, which she's so annoying. Like, my aunt's really elderly and just like, oh my god, dude, so annoying. So my dad like uses all the excuses he can to get out and do things. He had a dentist appointment and wanted to go do some other errands, so he's like, "Can I drop my dog off just so she's not like by herself all day?" I was like, "I don't care." So his dog's been like underfoot over here all day.
As very dog thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, my aunt's one of the ones that like never stops talking ever. Like, it has to narrate every single thing she does, and I mean everything. Even if you're watching a TV show, she's like has a comment on everything and narrate everything. Like, if you get up to do something, oh, you getting up? Oh, you going to the kitchen? Okay, yeah. Oh, you got to go to the bathroom? Oh, like, literally just has to narrate everything. It's like, dude, please stop fucking talking. Dude, drives me like my dad. So I get my mean side of my personality from my dad. Like, you know, my impatient. You know, I'm sure you've noticed that in me. That I'm a little impatient with people. Never. I get that side from my dad. And so like my poor dad has to sit there and like he's mean though. Like, he doesn't have. I got the nice streak from my mom. Like, I know the players don't believe it, but I do have a nice streak. I like people, and I like to be nice to people. I really do get more enjoyment out of being nice than I do anything else. So I get that from my mom. But my dad doesn't have that streak. My dad just has the impatient, like, irritated streak. So like my aunt, I mean, he's like flat out just mean to her. He'd be like, "Shut up." Like, literally just tell her to shut up. He's so mean to her, but he hates. So like, he uses any excuse he can to get out of the house. He's absolutely going insane. And she, as she gets older and older, it's just worse and worse. Like, it's so bad. We did like you remember last weekend I told you I was going to play bingo? Yeah, we went with all the old people to play bingo with them just for the hell of it. And my dad, I know what he was doing, man. He fucking raced me to the seats so he would stick me next to my aunt. And sure enough, guess who's next to my aunt? That's me. It's just narrating everything. Oh, you got 36 too. Hey, oh yeah, see, you got your mark on that one too. Oh, and you got the, like, shut up. Please shut up. Oh, it drove me nuts.
That's funny. Then at one point you're just like, am I the bad guy here? Like, am I just?
No,
like,
it's,
you feel guilty at the same time.
you do, but it's really as bad as I'm making it out to be. Like, I know, like, sometimes people, like, you know, you'll exaggerate this or that just for the fun story to tell, but no, it's as bad as I'm telling you, dude. It is that bad. It is so bad. And then, dude, I know this firsthand because, so, oh, sorry, I just saw a random vehicle stop in front of my house. So not this house, but the one before this one. So basically, when I started Zombieland, that house I was in, but I was already in it before I started Zombieland. But when we moved into that house, our closing had got pushed really badly. We're talking like 2 months. God, I keep fucking up. Anyway, so guess where we went to stay in the meantime, because our other Earth house had sold already. And those people were in a rush. So we had nowhere to go. And so guess where we went? We put all our shit in storage, and guess where we went to stay? And dude, she has like this big bonus room upstairs above her garage. That's the same place my parents are staying right now while they're waiting to move. And anyway, so she has this huge bonus room. So we stayed up there. I'm telling you right now, I did not leave that fucking room for the fucking month and a half that we stayed. Did not leave it and even if I did, I would just tiptoe and my wife would be like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't want her to catch me leaving." Why? Because she's going to narrate it all. Like, You know, I'm an appraiser, right? So I have to go. I don't have to go with, like, everybody thinks I'm an inspector. That's a big difference. Inspectors spend all day at your house. I just go out there and just make sure that, I make sure that your real estate agent, actually told the truth. I don't want to appraise your house as a 2-story, brick, house when it's a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Like, because believe it or not, people do lie that badly sometimes. So I have to go out to your house and at least take a couple pictures just to prove to the bank, like, yeah, it is what they say it is, that kind of stuff, right? So every house I do have to go out there at some point. And it's real quick. So every fucking, and this is before COVID destroyed our housing market. So I was doing, 1 to 2 appraisals every day, literally every day. I do 7 to 10 a week. And so every day I'm leaving. Every fucking time I leave, I tiptoe down the stairs. I have a folder in my hand, because I take a folder with me just in case I need any more information. I have my little pocket camera with me. I'd be tiptoeing down the stairs. I'd try to sneak by the living room so I can get out the door. So, oh, you heading off? Yep. You gonna do an appraisal? Yep. Oh, you got your folder with you too? Yep. Okay, well, they said it's about 72 degrees. Yeah, I know. I saw the weather. It's like and it just kept going and going and going and going. I'm like, I have to go. I'm literally gonna be late. I have to go. Like, every day, dude. I shit you not. Every fucking day. It was so horrible. I never left that room. I lived off of snacks and shit, whatever the wife would bring home, because she works retail, so she'd be gone. Like, I just never left the room, dude.
That's great. That's funny.
Oh, it's so bad, dude. So now my like I said, my father with his impatient ass is having to deal with it.
So I have a similar but different. Is with my mother. She is a talker as well. I know I'm a talker, but my mother and my wife, they're talkers.
So you know what though? You're a talker, a big time. You're probably the most talkative admin we have, but your talkativeness has content. If that makes sense. Like, when you talk, you're telling us about something that happened, or even if I am annoyed and want some silence. Yours has substance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not white noise. That's the problem. Hers doesn't have any substance. There's no reason for you to be saying what you're saying to me.
Babbling.
Exactly. So again, yes, you are talkative, but at least you have substance. You have a purpose of what you're saying. Even if it is, like, okay, Nick, keep going. You know what I'm saying? Even if it is, you're still telling something. That's the difference. Bad Idea, I don't know if he's still in here or not, but Bad Idea is a talker too. But at least, again, he's talking about something. He's got substance to it. That's what drives me crazy. It's just like, hell, I'm a fucking talker. When I get going, I fucking over-explain everything. But
right, yeah.
Again, at least I have a purpose to what I'm saying. Believe it or not, that's actually a new flaw in me that was developed by Zombieland. Like, no, if you told anybody in my real life that I over-explain things and I ramble on about things, they'd be like, no, he fucking doesn't. Like, I literally am a very quiet and just kind of observe all around me type person. Zombieland did that to me. Because nobody reads anything, so I always feel like I have to explain it like 15 ways to Sunday.
Look what they did to my boy.
They've ruined me. They've created a monster.
No, my mom, I sometimes, like, I don't know, man. I could do about maximum. I guess it depends on the conversation. Maybe if I have more to say than somebody else has to say is when I get annoyed, but I don't know. Usually like 20 minutes on the phone, nothing more.
Oh,
or I just start getting annoyed real quick.
Yeah.
Like my dad, my grandparents, like it's pretty quick. 10-minute conversations, if that, even, like on like big things in my life. I talk to them, hey, how you doing? Oh, this happened. Oh, wow, congratulations. Love you, hug you, kisses, bye. Kick the cats. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I can't do phone, man.
The thing is like I used to say call me because I didn't want to text back and forth. Now I just like just don't talk to me. Because I also get annoyed when my mother texts me because she'll like break up a single thought into multiple texts.
Oh,
yeah,
drives me nuts, dude. Dude, if he's watching my stream, and I ain't trying to be mean, man. Mazul, that's how he fucking DMs in Discord. Oh my god, I had really good news to tell him the other day, like real life stuff with military. You know, he's in the military.
Mhm.
Dude, after I did, I was like, God, I shouldn't have told him because he was like, fuck. 2 words, enter. 2 words, enter. 3 words, enter. 2 words, enter. Oh, by the way, enter. 2 words, enter. 3 words, enter. 4 words, enter. I'm like, fuck. I'm trying to work on a map. They got to tab out every time.
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh my! It ain't even the dings. It's because you know me. I'm a very thorough person. I want to answer every. You know me. I read Discord every morning. Answer everything. You know. I want to answer everything. So ding, ding, ding. Okay, cool. Let me go answer all this. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. Tab back in. Ding, ding, ding. Fuck. Tab back over. Answer all that. You know. It's like shit. Give me a rest. Just send it all in one big paragraph. I promise I'll read it. I'm not a Gen Zer.
Yeah, I'd rather at this point. Yeah, I'd rather a paragraph.
Absolutely. Send me a fucking book, man. I'll kick back. I'll reply as I go. I love it.
Yeah, my wife she'll send me paragraphs at work for some reason, telling me the same stuff,
Oh.
stuff every day. Like,
Speaking of which, I just said I got good news. It's just military stuff, and I was like, wait a minute. Nit was in the military, and Nit was in the Navy.
Yeah.
That's the good news. So, Jason got accepted into the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps and got he won the full Navy ROTC scholarship, which pays for everything.
Oh hell yeah!
He got both, dude. He got accepted into the program because you know it's not you don't guarantee to get into the ROTC program, the real one. You know, junior ROTC at high school is easy, but
yeah, no, the regular one, I wouldn't imagine they let anybody. No.
Oh no, you gotta if you enlist, I mean, you got to apply for it, and most people have to apply for it every year for like 2, 3, 4 years before they get accepted. So and if you get it ahead of time, then they give you a full ride, and you go straight into being a commissioned officer. So he got it.
Yeah, you just have to probably go to Newport for a few months to do like knife and fork school.
Well, you got to do all kinds of stuff. You got to go. So you may know what this is. He's going to something in Chicago, north of Chicago, in June, and it's like something preparatory, something I guess to teach you how to behave. You know, or you know what I'm saying, like something
Probably
to teach.
Probably like a modified boot camp for officers.
Yeah, and it's 2.5. Well, it's 2.5 weeks, and then he goes to college, which he has to go to a specific. They assigned him to Kennesaw State for the Naval ROTC program there, which will actually be at Georgia Tech. But yeah, he got everything, full ride, full acceptance, full everything, dude. Really just found out 2 days ago.
Process, but I know it. Well, congratulations to him.
Fuck yeah.
And to you. And I know at one point a lot of the I don't remember all the programs. I don't know if he's going to be like a midshipman. No, he wouldn't be a midshipman. That's different. I don't know. I don't know all of the programs, but I'm assuming most of them, if not all of them, end up in Newport at Rhode Island at one point.
He might.
For there's some officer thing there, because when I was stationed there, I was at the War College, right? And at the other part of the base, the where all the officers in training go, and all the like enlisted to officer, and there's a whole bunch of just officer nonsense on the other side of the base versus my side of the base, which was the War College side.
Yeah.
Whenever I went over there, when I went to the galley or anything, like all of these like people that were to be officers at one point, at that point they're just civilians. Every single one of them was like, sir, 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 sir to me, and I'm just enlisted. I call other people sir because I'm a peasant.
Right.
You know what I mean? All of them are like sir, 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 and they're all just wearing all of these like different, they're Navy uniforms, but like their collar devices are like a rank structure specific to officers in training. And so I don't know who the hell, like, they're all civilians technically compared to me currently. So I was just like all these people, and it was all day, every day, just sir, 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 sir. It was like just as if they were like dogs just chomping at my heels.
Huh.
And I go to the uniform store because I just need a patch or something, and there's hundreds of these little fucks, and they're all like 18 to 25, right? Like they just got out of school and they're about to go, through the different academies, then go to their first boats, and a couple of them are going to try to square up to senior enlisted, or like try to wag their dicks around. And granted, they have technically the authority to via rank, but it depends on who you're trying to square up on.
Oh yeah. The good news is they've been teaching him since day one. Like if you go this route, which is definitely the route you want to go with what he wants to do, and it's a harder route to get accepted into, which now he passed that. He said, but just understand, if you do go this route, yes, you'll get there. If you make it, you'll get there quicker to your goals, and you will achieve everything you want to achieve for sure without having to guess and hope and pray and apply year after year after year. But just know, enlisted guys are going to think you're a fucking douche. He was like, that's fine. Don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it really depends on the type of officer and how they present themselves.
Yeah. I have a very humble kid, so hopefully that carries over and he doesn't let it get to his head or anything like that. He's very humble, very, very humble.
Yeah, and it's usually so. If somebody, there's a thing called a Mustang, right? Essentially, that is any enlisted person that went through an officer program post being enlisted. Those people walk out with like they have the big dicks.
Yeah.
You know, they get a lot of respect from both communities. Same with like warrant officers. Warrant officers were high level enlisted that like very high up enlisted that became warrants. They get a ton of respect. Now, I've seen like some officers and certain ones that like they just had a bachelor's degree, they went through like one of the programs and they become an officer. Yes, they're higher than any enlisted person, but you know, just because that I've seen one square up on somebody that's got 30 years in the military and they have like 5 days. Yes,
Yeah.
they outrank them, but nobody's going to like really push that one. Some of them will, and they they get humbled.
Yeah, I've been warning them for a while now. You have to earn people's respect. It can't just be pinned on your chest.
Yeah, I mean, and some of it will be. Some people rank up real fast, even on the officer side, and they come across great. I had one ensign that was young. The dude looked 12. Like he literally looked 12, but he came across. He's be like, I'm new. I have all this theoretical knowledge, but realistically, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I was like, cool, let me show you.
Yeah. He'll retain that because that's how he has acted, at least through, because he's been in leadership and obviously in his JROTC and all that shit. He was always all 4 years he was the company commander or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know what the hell they are. You know what I'm saying? He was always in charge of his whole.
Yeah.
It is a high school, but he's always been in charge of his ROTC entire team, and then he did the Raiders thing, which was the sports, the ROTC sport. And he was always in charge of that, and he was always the captain of that. So he's always had leadership roles and always stayed very humble. He's kind of like me, one of those like, you know what? I don't mind getting down there and dirty and doing it myself type people. You see me do that kind of shit, and that's I'm the one who raised him, so he's kind of got that for me at least, where he knows that leadership comes from the front, not from the back. Sitting on the throne, so he's good at that at least. Like you can't. I've always taught him you can't lead unless you're literally walking with them at the front of the line. Like that's how you lead. So that's good. He won't hopefully let that kind of shit get to his head. But the good news is if he achieves his ultimate goal and keeps his head on where he's not, a cocky bitch, plenty of people will like him because what he applied for the naval thing or whatever, you have to actually put on there what you want to do in the Navy for them to approve you or not. He's going straight to naval aviation, so which is literally he will accept nothing less. And I told
he wants to be a pilot.
Oh, he wants to be a fucking badass pilot too. He don't want to just fly, any old shit. He's been wanting to remember. This all comes from me. Remember what I told you I was going to do when I was younger, and then I fucking got a concussion and lost my eyesight and had to cancel my dreams of being a fighter pilot and had to go drop all my flying. You ever wonder why I have so many hours of flight time on my belt? Like I wasn't always wanting to be a cop. Cop was my fallback when I lost my vision from that concussion. And ruined. They didn't have LASIK back then, so it literally ended my dreams and everything I'd worked for. Because I was in Civil Air Patrol, I was in Junior Air Force ROTC, I was in everything you could think of. I was doing training to get my pilot's license as a teenager. I was in all that shit. So of course he was raised being obsessed with flying too. So that's what he wants to do.
Yeah, pilots. They are actually. I mean, they have a very specific schedule. And they're the only people whose schedule cannot be interfered with by outside measures. And what I mean by that is there's a lot of bullshit that happens on a ship. They're exempt from a lot of bullshit because they're not allowed to fly unless they're given ample rest.
Oh,
yeah, makes sense. And usually a lot of the officers are cool, and you know, they don't fly forever. A lot of them become like division officers and whatnot later on.
Yep, that's what he applied for, was naval aviation. He was like, I'm sorry, that's going to hurt my chances now. They may not let me in the program because that's what I want to be, and everybody wants to be that. They took him.
Yep. I took a little helicopter ride on deployment too, with some of the helicopter attack squadrons. That
Oh
was
yeah,
kind of fun.
I bet. He's been up in a UH-60 like 4 times now, I think. And that's not even counting the civilian stuff. I've had him up with me flying when I'm flying like a helicopter. I've had him up like God since he was little. Like basically since when he was old enough to get out of a car seat is when I took him flying in helicopters with me. His sister, who's my older kid, she's probably got almost 100 or so hours just riding along with me flying a helicopter and stuff. She's been up a bunch. All right, I think I finally finished this fucking lake.
Nice.
You guys will find something wrong with it, but this lake is a bitch.
I like that you added the custom there.
Yeah. If you see any loot spawns around here, tell me, because this used to be a monument way back in the day, and we just finally said fuck it and made it like a place where people can just build. Barrel a second ago, but so if you ever find one, just tell me. Where the monument topology is going. You can more. What can I more? You can more. Jason McNote. What can I do more of? I'm very confused. Oh, I can add more? Add more what? Barrel spawns? Hell no. Or you mean custom?
I don't know about custom built spots, man. I feel like a lot of the old hype around them, like I feel like people don't care about them as much as they used to. I love them, obviously.
Our rules are effective then.
I mean, I guess they're just empty now.
Yep, fighting a horde. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Back to the squares. I gave up looking at the map grid because it's like, well, this lake's going to take me fucking 2 years to fix. Time to color in some more squares on the map. It's like, oh, that's okay. 15.
Actually, you know what? I might have done. I'd have to hop on test 2. I'm not sure if I did monuments on this. Is Glass Dome on this map, or am I just losing my mind?
Yeah, I think it is. I'm pretty sure Glass don't. No. Wait a minute. Unless it's separate. There's regular. Oh yeah, Glass Dome's here. Yeah, it's there.
And Who Flung Dung? Maybe we did run through these.
Are you sure? Oh, you had me fix some of the easy ones. Yeah.
Yeah, we went through a couple like of the live ones. We did a lot of it live.
Yeah, like
I'll throw up in the notes.
like the Wu-Tang and all that shit.
Yeah, we did some of it live. I think we just didn't do a couple of the reds or something, and then I had to go take care of my mother and whatnot.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so most part of it's done. I think we just left maybe some of the reds or something. I don't remember. I'll probably run through them again to like refresh my memory.
This thing's been up on test way too long for sure.
Yeah, well, a lot's been going on. I haven't been able to get on as
Well, it's
much.
not just you.
I know, but you also know.
I've been busy too, though. What really killed me was having a bunch of family over this weekend unexpectedly. Like, literally, I found out like, I actually, if you guys remember, I think it was like Thursday or whatever. I was like, I'll be right back. The wife just got home, and like, I was never seen again. That's what. Teach me to go say hey to the wife when she comes home. She came with baggage.
Where you fucked up, you said hi.
Yep.
Oh, you'll find her. They can be pretty sneaky, Jason.
Who?
Carmen.
Oh yeah.
And Kitty, try to rally some people there, see if they can come help you out.
That's not good, Kitty. Yeah, never TP corpse back to something that killed you if that something has not already been taken care of. I love when somebody dies in the air and then they TP corpse and they're like, "What the hell? I fell
Yeah.
again to my death." Well, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because you died in the air. I do it every time too. It's like I'll die to a SAM site, TP corpse, and then I was like, damn it. Then you fall to the ground and you TP corpse again. Now you're on the ground, but you're just like shit.
Yep. Yeah, Carmen and them can be a bitch, especially the higher ones like Carmen. And then Roadrunner, I purposely try to hide him like in just douchebag type places because he's supposed to be like the nightmare raid of that quest line. So he's absolutely supposed to be ridiculous to find sometimes. I try to put in more logical places like usually the card room, you know, where the loot is. But Roadrunner, I'll hide him in a toilet or something somewhere.
Oh, toilet, you say?
I do say. Don't know where I got that idea from.
Such a stupid idea.
It was awesome.
I think my life can be complete if we got a ticket. Something like I can't find Roadrunner and he's in that spot.
Yep.
The one in on Commonwealth too. Oh my god, I would die. I think on Atlanta when we did the same with Waldo, I never saw him in there, but I looked all the time just to see.
Well, he definitely went in.
Oh yeah, I'm sure, but I didn't see it personally.
Yeah. Not like us mean Americans. Us Americans, we're not actually as mean as everybody thinks we are. We just want love, peace, and chicken grease.
I didn't think people thought Americans were mean.
You'd be surprised some of the things other countries think about us. They think we're mean. They think we're stupid.
I think I'm pretty far from redneck.
Yeah, you're in the Northwest. Yeah.
Yeah, we have other problems.
You redneck. Just egocentric? Nah. How about that? We're very proud of our nation. I guess that could be misconstrued for egocentric, but I don't really see that a lot. I mean, I guess I can't tell how we appear to others because I'm not the others. Also depends. It depends on where said Americans are from because remember what a big country we are and what a vast different amount of cultures we have here. So people are real different from different regions of the U.S.
Man, that's so true.
Get some people to help you out, man. Our players always help each other out, although not a lot of people. Not a lot of people
I think
are.
that's what he means is he's on EU, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you think about it, like people from California are literally like aliens to people from where I'm from. I mean, literally, you might as well come out of a flying saucer. Like literally, fucking aliens. Same with
Yeah,
people
man,
from.
growing up in all sorts of different states, it feels like a different world in each state.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are similar, but regions at least for sure.
Yeah, we'll go with regions, yeah.
Because I mean,
Because
I can go anywhere in the southeast and it's pretty much all the same.
let's see, I've never been to the South.
Yeah.
It's like in Florida doesn't count, so
No, Florida doesn't count. It's more. It's a northern vacation state.
yeah, exactly. Because you know, I was born in Alaska, grew up in Colorado. I was stationed on both the East Coast and the West Coast and California, and been to Hawaii and Florida, but I've never been to the South. And
So
most
man,
of the
you
stuff in between.
you've been to all the. Any comments about?
I've been to every corner, but not
Yeah,
the
but
South.
all the ones you were in are pretty much, yeah, the ones that my region doesn't get along with very.
Oh, are they actually all?
Colorado,
Oh
Alaska,
yeah, yep. No, Alaska.
not Alaska. I'm sorry, the
Alaska.
first one. Whatchamacallit, where you live now?
Yeah, Washington.
Washington,
Colorado.
Colorado.
Really turned really bad. Yep.
Yeah,
I don't know about Hawaii off the top of my head.
Hawaii is too. Yep, it is.
Is it okay?
Yep, big time.
I was in Massachusetts and Rhode Island.
Big time. Everywhere in the New England area.
Oh yeah. I mean, again, like that's just where I lived. Like places I've been all over the country, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, no, I mostly grew up in the same politically aligned areas, which
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it just.
And it's not even politics either. It's just outlook on. I mean, like think about just everyday life. I mean, if someone from New York down here to the South, it would be like shell shock. Matter of fact, I saw literally a post on X today where somebody was like bitching about a waitress calling don't you ever call my husband sweetheart. You're probably visiting a southern state. That's how people are down here. They're very polite and just like, you don't understand. When you come to the South, man, like you could go into a store and like if you got something wrong, fucking cashier, but you can just come stay at my place. I don't care. Like everybody's just real hospitality and real friendly. Like everybody's huggers down here. Everybody will hug you. Like you go to a store and people will give you a hug. Oh, hey, sweetheart. Like it's just everybody's like that down here. It's very friendly, very welcoming, very nice. But then you go to New York, and it's like, hey, can you tell me which way the closest gas station is? Fuck you. Like, sorry, I just want to know where gas station is. So, and then they come down here from New York to my like to the South, and they're like, why is everybody calling me fucking sweetheart and this and that? Like, why do these people act like this? It's every store I go into, everybody wants to talk to me and be my friend, and fuck you. It's like shell shock to people from those states.
Yeah.
That's just how we are down here, though. Southern hospitality is a real thing. I live in Louisiana, and it's so different than any other of the South. Oh yeah, Louisiana is different. I mean, I can't vouch for it because I've only been to New Orleans. Definitely different. People in New Orleans, they might as well be another fucking country. Like literally, might as well just be another fucking country. All that Creole talk and so I can understand shit they say down there. They can cook like a motherfucker. We got this big old fat Creole dude that is a friend of one of my friends. So every time we go to a pool party at Dave's house, I forget the guy's name. That's why I just keep saying a friend of my friend. Every time we go to Dave's house, that dude's there, usually manning the grill. He's like, I literally to this day, I don't think I've ever understood a fucking word that came out of his mouth. He's so Louisiana Creole. Just roll, 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 roll. I can't understand shit he said. But man, the shit that comes off that grill. Oh,
that Adam Sandler movie with the Creole guy.
yeah, that's how he sounds. But dude, when he gets on that grill, man, holy shit. You finna eat. He's a big old boy. He's like 400 fucking pounds, dude. Big old boy.
That's a new one. I've never seen this in a raid base.
Yeah, we're going to get Nint. We're going to get you down to the dirty south one day, Nint.
Hell yeah, dude.
You would fit in very well down here, though. You're very like friendly and talkative. You would fit in down here because that's how everybody is. Like literally everywhere you go.
Oh shit, hold on.
Sorry, people in the stream. I know this looks boring, but I'm trying to check off squares on our map so the map testers know which squares I've done. So it's really just a bunch of me looking around at my map and looking at that map and looking, seeing things I missed.
I forgive you.
Don't you dare. We gotta fix that. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's not done at all. Fuck.
Definitely my fault. Definitely my fault. Definitely.
It is.
I'm just realizing something. Restart didn't happen.
Oh, the 5 p.m. one?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Well, yeah, because I'm online still, and I was in the middle of a raid.
Yeah, it
I
did.
didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it did.
I'm
I'm looking at the servers right now. There's 3 people on one of them and 4 on the other one. And they restart now in like a minute, maybe 90 seconds max. They're so fast now.
What about 3x?
That doesn't restart.
Oh shit! All right.
Oh,
I'll bet. I'm just so accustomed to it
this
that
guy.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, it's just a monthly.
Oh, okay.
And it literally restarts in like 60 to 90 seconds now. It's fucking insane.
That's awesome.
Yes, it is. The restart turned at night, really?
Getting dark right now
It's dark.
in the on
Oh.
3x. Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
What's up?
Neff saying the heli was acting strange.
Yes, the most reliable of AI.
That's for sure.
Sometimes I've been at heli tower actively fighting it, and it just decides to fly across the other side of the map for about 2-3 minutes, go on
Yeah.
an adventure, and come back.
Like, yeah, I'm done.
Why? I just did a corpse recovery for a new player, so you know.
Got there one time.
Yeah, I got there one time. It was a tough one too, honestly, because like you're flying, you get shot down by a SAM site. Like velocity can carry your bag a little bit, so
Everybody gets one.
everybody gets one. I'm gonna take a quick AFK. I'll be back in like 15, 20.
And I'll be here.
Oop. Hopefully we've got some people joining in here to hang out with us here too in a little bit. It should be close to that time, but
You- Four-man rescue attempt died too? What the hell? Players from the US 3X server over there to the EU one to rescue people. I can't help you though. I'm an admin. We are not allowed to get involved. If you had gear for me, I could like use your gear and fight, like, you know, stuff like that. Like as a player, but as an admin, I can't help at all. Yeah, it's only custom monuments. Why are you trying to kill him? Oh, does Maul have? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Carmen. The boss NPCs. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to solo a boss NPC. How did you put 5 60 round mags in him? Did he hit you back? Because he's not meant to be soloable. How to get your stuff? So you died in a boss room. No wonder you're having trouble getting your stuff back. Yeah, he's got a shit. It's a boss. I mean, he's meant to be taken out by a whole team of people, fully geared, fully kitted, fully enchanted, and skills in combat. And yeah, he's the boss NPC. Yeah, he hits like a truck too. Did you go into him, like try to solo him or something? That's how you died? Too. Yeah, if you don't have, like I said, you got to have like Scientist Bane, Scientist Ward, enchantments. You should have full combat tree with all the scientist damage mitigation skills. You should have all the scientist damage skills. You should have vampiric, which is the ultimate in the combat tree. You should have double medical bandages, which is from the medical tree. Like it takes all that shit to kill a boss. And all the scientist ward and scientist bane like enchantments you can find because they reduce his damage and make you do more damage. You should get like some friends in there, like maybe put on like the full metal. What's that black metal, the plate, whatever. Put on full plate with a big steel or iron shield in front of them, and like let them take some fire while you shoot the boss, and you know, back and forth, back and forth. You gotta watch out for grenades. Like, he's a bitch. He's definitely a bitch. That's why he's a boss NPC. Yeah, enchantments are supposed to be hard to find. Enchantments were originally designed where one player fully spec'd into the enchantment skills, which increases your chances of finding them. One player, like with all those skills, would barely get a full enchanted kit in a wipe. Like they're meant to be that hard to find. Like in a 10-day wipe, they're supposed to be extremely rare, like the most rare thing in the game. Oh no, sorry. I'm literally just like zoned out putting down these damn rocks. Face punch all the rocks about 6 months ago. So every single map we've made over the last 7 years, we have to completely remake all the fucking rocks. And as you see, that's a lot of shit. So all of them and fix them all. Tripping up your horse? There's a horse trip feature? What the fuck is that? I'd never get to play. Your horse trips over. What the fuck? This is what Face Punch is working on?
All right, I'm back. With what? Yeah, any big empty areas or make it look too barren, right?
So I'll do those, and then I'm just waiting on map testers at this point, I guess.
Well, while you have it open, a couple other quick checks, right? Oil rigs, labs. Yup.
Actually, it's probably safe first.
Oh, is this why you're groaning?
Who's grown?
No, nothing.
Why is there taking, I guess?
Yes. Yeah.
Unless you want to step in and tell me otherwise, I'm not doing it.
What's a bad idea? No, it's the roulette thing for sure.
Yeah, if the base isn't clipped into something, we don't despawn it. I need to just disable the command, honestly.
Yeah, we turned on the command for a while because of something.
It was happening a bunch. Like they kept clipping into rocks and shit.
Yeah. Outside that, it was you put in a ticket if it was stuck. I remember doing that a long time ago.
Look, like if you despawn your own base and you submit a video, hey, I despawned my base because this turret was in a rock by the only door or something like that. Sure, we'll help you.
Yeah.
But if you despawn it and don't have proof, and he has a video of him standing on the second floor, and that's about it. A picture, excuse me.
Yep.
You could always just respawn in the same exact base. I'm cool with that.
Yeah.
In fact, that should be the answer from now on. Someone puts a ticket in about them despawning their base and they swear it wasn't because they were trying to full the bases and get a better one. Just tell them, okay, fine, we'll respawn the same base. You have logs to look it up in. Just respawn the exact same base. Yep. I'll go find you a flat piece of land and respawn you the same exact base.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay.
But he's got to give you the. He's got to pay the. He's got to give you the Zeds, the full amount of Zeds for it, though. Because remember, he got a refund for despawning his.
Yeah, a portion, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He would still have to pay the full amount to spawn a new one.
True.
All right, I'll offer that as an alternative in the end.
Okay, just offer it right now. You have to make. You have to drag it out. Ain't no sense in fighting about it. We're here to keep players, even that one, for some reason. Yeah, I think that should be the stance from now on. If somebody wants to put these tickets in, and they can't show us that there was something wrong with the base. If you can't show us something's wrong with the base, then we'll just respawn the exact same base for you. You have to pay the Zeds, of course, and that's that. That's a really easy way to call their bluff, because if they're like, no, I don't, fuck it, never mind. Okay, yeah, so you were trying to shuffle bases. That's, I mean, real easy. That's a real easy way to prove that someone was bullshitting or not. Anybody that's raised kids would know that's a telltale way to.
And now I'll look back to see which base that was, just in case.
I just realized I don't even really need to make freshwater oceans anymore. I'm still doing it, but it's kind of pointless.
Are you still streaming? All right.
I'm so confused. Did this even happen today? I don't see a raid from today.
I don't know. You have to ask him. How long ago?
There was one for him yesterday. A nightmare as well, because it's always a nightmare. Though to be fair, they are the biggest, so if there's one that's more likely to get stuck, it's the bigger ones, right?
Yeah. You can just look in the Discord channel about raid bases and see when he spawned his base and what base it was.
Oh, you're real funny.
Yo.
We don't like chappies in here.
I know, right?
Streaming, by the way.
Morty's up there all alone.
Oh, we can go up there. I can cut the stream. I'm not doing much right now, but topology anyway. So.
I should send a dragger down.